Girbeagly!
Hey there guys and gals, it's Girbeagly with another episode of Gaming with Girbeagly, and I'm once again finally playing the game Heartbaked again. I know that it's been a while, and I'm very, very upset that I had to take as long of a break from this game as I did, because I really like this one a lot. I love how the story's shaping up, I like the direction that it's going, and at the same time, it's just a fun game. It's just like, overall, it's a fun game. So hopefully you guys didn't lose interest while I was sick there and I wasn't able to voice act, and you are coming back to watch this game because, once again, it's just really fun. The characters are nice and quirky, the dialogue is goofy, and everything about it is just really polished and very nice. For those of you guys who need a refresher, last episode, Radley revealed that he knew that we were tricking him the entire time about being in love so that we could get the Heartbaked recipe, and he took it pretty well. He acted like he didn't care and that he still wanted to come after us, and, you know, he was grateful that we even gave him a chance at all, which is just adorable and so nice of him. Our heart meter did go up a very tiny amount, but I don't know if there was like a better choice that would have made it go up like even more, or if I picked one of the lesser of the good choices. But I guess we can go ahead, we can find out what their fate is in this next little piece of cake here. I know that we have 2 more chapters after this one, and then hopefully we'll figure out what's happening as far as them getting together. Is she making the Heartbaked? What the deal is. But anyway, so let's start chapter 8 here.
I took a deep breath and looked out the window. It had to be at least 8 in the morning, and I still hadn't gotten out of the bed. My eyes were tired, and my cheeks burned from crying all night. I don't even think I got any sleep at all. I clutched my pillow closer and curled around it, burying my face into it. Ginger? Radley's quiet voice came from behind my door, followed by 2 soft knocks. How did you get in here?
You left the back door unlocked again.
He sounded upset, as he should be. I would be upset if somebody did the same thing to me. He tried to open my door, but luckily I didn't forget to lock that one. Go away.
Come on, Ginge. Talk to me.
He whined, though it wasn't his usual, playful whining. No.
Ginge, please.
No. Go away. I heard a shuffling noise that was followed by a soft thump.
I'll be here when you want to talk.
Was he sitting outside my door? I let out a small groan and rolled over to face the wall.
He's still stubborn as ever.
I was hoping he would have just not come today. I heard a quiet humming sound and realized Radley was singing to himself. The tune was familiar, and I recognized it as the song his mom used to sing to us whenever one of us was crying when we were little. As hard as I tried to ignore the humming, it was rather soothing. I wiped a few tears away and pulled my blanket over my head. Radley, just go away. The humming didn't stop. I wasn't even sure if he heard me. He didn't leave. I spent a half hour laying in bed and trying to ignore him and eventually fell asleep. I woke back up around noon, and he still wasn't gone. Radley, just leave already. I called out groggily, peeling myself out of bed.
Nope, not until we talk.
His voice had become cheerful at some point during the day, and I only became more and more miserable. How could he be here, trying so hard to talk to me? Even after I told him I was just using him. Even after he found out that I've been an awful friend, that I was just going to break his heart after the cake was made.
It's because he actually likes you, Ginger. He's actually putting his real emotions into this. And that's just, it's awesome. It's wonderful. It speaks volumes about Radley's character.
I couldn't stand it anymore. Just laying here with him waiting so patiently outside. But I couldn't face him. I looked around for an escape and saw my window. It wasn't too far from the ground. I could easily jump out of it. I hurried to get myself dressed and slid the window open as quietly as I could. I grabbed onto the window ledge and lowered myself as far down as I could before letting go of the ledge completely and dropping to the ground. Okay, Ginger. What now? I sighed and walked away, behind buildings for a while, then towards the town square. I wanted to find somebody to talk to about this. The only person I really knew was Radley. Of course, there was also Carver, but why would I ever talk to him? Because you have no other options, Ginger. I muttered and rubbed my cheek. It seemed my feet were thinking the same thing. When I looked up, I was standing outside of a shop.
Why would we go to Carver? We've done nothing but thrown barbs at each other and hated each other since the start of the game. It's a really weird choice.
A quick peek into the window told me that there was no customers inside, so I quickly dove into the shop and wiped a few stray tears away. Why wouldn't the stupid crying stop?
Oh, Ginger, I see you finally realized that I am the better baker. Coming in here 2 days in a row. Is this a new regular customer I smell?
He burst into his cartoony laugh, then stopped when he actually looked at my face.
Aw, deep down he cares. Even though he's her rival, it's because he actually cares about her.
I can't believe I'm here, doing this, but I need somebody to talk to. My voice cracked. Carver looked conflicted, like he wanted to know what was wrong, but he also wanted to tease me some more. I knew this was a bad idea.
You can come sit in the back.
He didn't look happy about it, but he led me behind the counter and into his kitchen. He led me to a counter with 2 stools, and we both sat down. He didn't say anything or even look at me. I guess that's my cue to start.
I don't know why I'm here. I used Radley, or I've done something awful. Gosh, okay, another choice. Another big choice at that. I feel like honesty has been doing us a lot of good things as far as raising the heart meter. So I almost feel like maybe I should just do the I used Radley, because that's the most direct. I don't know why I'm here is sort of like skirting around the issue. And I've done something awful is also way too indirect. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to say I used Radley, see what comes of it.
I sighed and thought about where to begin. I guess from the beginning is the best. I used Radley. There was a cake recipe in my grandmother's book, and it calls for love, so I tried to force Radley to fall in love with me. And then, when I told him why I wanted to go on a date with me, he told me it was okay. I crossed my arms and frowned.
If it's fine, why are you here?
Because, you pancake, it obviously isn't fine.
He doesn't mind.
I do.
Why? If he doesn't mind, then maybe you didn't trick him. And since you mind so much, then maybe you're the one being tricked. Or you actually do care about him.
He's got a good point. Oh, shit. What the heck? What the fuck? No! So this says ending number 5, not such best friends. This is an ending? That was an ending? Did I, what the heck? So now I get a choice to start the day over or return to the main menu? So I have a feeling that I picked the wrong choice, and that maybe me being direct to Carver, just because Radley likes it when we're honest, it doesn't mean that Carver wants to do anything but be blunt to us. So I guess I'm going to reload and hopefully pick the right thing this time, because holy god, that's a bad ending. I don't like that one. Holy crap. Okay, so we're back, and we have 2 of the other choices here again. I don't know why I'm here, or I've done something awful. I feel like, once again, we don't want to completely skirt around the issue with the top choice, but I obviously don't want that middle choice. That was terrible. So I think maybe saying something like, I've done something awful will be good, because it will set the tone. Carver will be able to be like, okay, she's not just joking around, and she's not just wasting my time. But also, at the same time, he'll be more willing to listen and ask for details, and maybe ask for Ginger's point of view. Hopefully not what happened the first time there.
I pushed the heels of my palms into my eyes and rubbed them, trying not to keep crying. After taking a deep breath, I started. I've done something awful. I used Radley for a stupid recipe. In my grandmother's book, there was a recipe for a cake that requires love, and I tricked Radley into falling in love with me. I crossed my arms on the counter in front of us and lowered my head into them.
What's the problem?
Carver's tone was bored. Did he not just hear me? I tricked my best friend into falling in love with me, that's the problem. He let out a short hum.
If you were so willing to trick him for a stupid cake, then was he really your best friend? I didn't think you were that cruel, Ginger.
I flinched at his words. That's right, I am cruel. Radley and I grew up together. Of course we're best friends.
Growing up together doesn't mean you're best friends. What you think of each other does.
What did I think of Radley? Before now, I always thought he was moronic. He was ridiculous and childish. He would annoy me to no end. You're right.
Of course I am. I'm always right.
He looked all too proud of himself as he boasted. His nose was high in the air. So then, what do I do?
If he wasn't your best friend, then you have no reason to feel bad. If you feel bad, then don't make the cake. It's so simple, Ginger. Hurry up and wrap your tiny mind around it.
He was once again right. I could either continue to trick Radley, or I could not make the cake. I didn't want to do either. I needed this cake to squash Carver. That's what this was all about. To prove myself better than him. And now, here I am, confiding in him. And he was actually being helpful. I won't make the cake.
Wow. So she's like really facing the real issue here. And she actually values Radley more than the cake, which is probably a good thing. Definitely a good thing, actually, in the grand scheme of things.
I bit my lip and let out a sigh. Thanks.
Ending 5, not such fuss. Again? Wait, what? Why? Okay, so either way, it makes us end the game because we didn't make the Heartbaked. So I'm guessing that the Heartbaked is the primary objective. I mean, I know it is the primary objective, but we also have to keep Radley's feelings, in mind, and also not give Carver an excuse to talk us out of it. So we're going to go back. We're going to pick that last option, the top option. Hopefully it gives us a better ending. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not allowed to play the last 2 chapters, chapter 9 and 10, because I haven't unlocked enough of the heart bar. But I'm going to go back, and we'll see if things are different with that third one. I hope so. I don't know why I'm here.
I let out a short, bitter laugh. I don't even know what I'm doing here, in this place that you call a bakery. He raised an eyebrow.
Memory loss on top of being over-emotional? Maybe there's still hope that I can be the lead baker this year.
Yeah, right. More like... I trailed off. This wasn't why I was here. Okay, look. I'm not here to argue, I just needed somebody to talk to about something. I've used Radley, and he should be angry with me, but he isn't. Carver didn't say anything, just sat there and waited for me to continue. I have this recipe and an ingredient that it calls for is love, so I try to get Radley to fall in love with me.
Oh man, this story sounds like it's going the same route as the rest of them. Did we just totally screw up earlier in the game? Getting not enough of the heart bar, and because of that, we're stuck getting the bad ending? Oh my god, I hope that's not the case. That would be a total bummer if my choice doesn't matter in any kind of way.
And you're here because he broke your poor little heart?
He asked mockingly and started to laugh. Why did I come to talk to you? I put my face in my hands to hide the few tears that continued to escape.
All right. Continue.
His tone was more gentle than I'd ever heard it before. Was he actually going to be helpful now? I told him why I asked him out. He tried to tell me it was okay.
So then, if it's okay, why are you so upset?
Because I was using him. I was going to break his heart and just use him for the dumb cake, and he doesn't deserve that.
Why do you care if you break his heart or not?
He raised an eyebrow again. His tone was flat. Because I care about him, you donut.
Oh, so here we go. Maybe this is actually the right choice because it shows that we do care about Radley. So maybe this will actually raise our heart meter or something like that.
Wait, did I just...
Yep, you came clean, Ginger. You reached deep and you found those feelings that were in there. Ending 5. Still though, that was a way better outcome. What the fuck, game? What the fuck, game? Fuck! Oh, God. So, I guess I'm just gonna end this episode here, guys, because any of my choices leads to one of the bad endings. So I guess in the next episode, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to the confrontation that I had with Radley in the last episode, and make a different choice, and hope that different choice progresses the story so that we don't get stuck with this every single time, because this is horrible. This is awful. I'm so sorry that I got the worst ending. Shit! Anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for this episode. Good lord, what a terrible episode. Hopefully hopefully you guys enjoyed watching me struggle and fail. Now, if I go back in time and it turns out that even making a different decision ends up with Radley, you know, not being our friend, or us caring more about Radley than the cake, and us still getting this ending number 5, then I'm spent, and unfortunately, I guess I'm done with the series. Maybe I can go back farther and make another different decision, but I don't know what to do, guys. So anyway, like I said, I'm wrapping up this episode. I'm rambling now because I'm just so upset I can't have the game end like this. But hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this. If you did, please be sure to hit the like button, share the video and favorite it. Also be sure to subscribe to me if you guys haven't already. For those of you who have, thank you so much for all of your support. You guys are the best in the world. I love every single one of you, and as always, it was great seeing ya. Bye-bye.
Girbeagly.